The governor of Louisiana has requested a federal emergency declaration over a potential drinking water crisis. Millions of people there get their fresh water from the Mississippi River. But due to a summer drought, salt water is now making its way up the river and threatening to contaminate the drinking supply. New Orleans Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness Director Colin Arnold joins us now. Colin, I understand the saltwater intrusion is projected to hit New Orleans late next month. So what needs to happen between now and then to protect the city's water?
Thanks for having me, Lilia. There's a concerted effort right now among local, state, and federal authorities. We have a lot of buy-in from our local water districts, including ours in New Orleans, to come up with solutions on how to avoid this, or at least mitigate it to a point where we can continue to provide drinking water for our residents. And so there's going to be a couple of different modes of effort. One is reverse osmosis machines, which can be used in some of the smaller water districts along the river. Barging water, fresh water, river water from upriver down to some of the mid-sized water districts, which they can then blend into the salt water that's in the river right now, bringing it below the minimums and into the drinking water standard. Then they would treat it as normal and put it out through the piping into the city as normal. That obviously is what we're looking at for our west bank of the Mississippi River neighborhoods. And then for the larger water districts like the city of New Orleans proper, Jefferson Parish next to us, looking at extending pipelines, temporary and then potentially at the end of this fixed or permanent pipelines further upriver about 10 to 12 miles, drawing in fresh river water from there, and then doing the same thing, blending that water with the salt water that's in the river and putting that out as drinkable water. It will be within the standards that are acceptable.
This all sounds very intricate. I was also reading about some efforts to create some barriers that would keep the heavier salt water from going upriver. And I understand that could take somewhere between 20 to 24 days. So all of this seems like a humongous effort. Hopefully it'll all work out. But at this point, residents are being told not to go stock up on bottled water. So what do you tell people who want to get ahead of a potential crisis?
I think, conservation of water is always a good idea, and I've heard that from our water district as well. I don't think there's any problem with that. What we want to reduce is panic. Some of the panic buying, you're showing some of those images from stores probably in our area over this past week. I get it. But, we've been through this before. There was some certain panic buying during the COVID-19 pandemic that we saw. And really, I would just encourage the folks to know, particularly in the New Orleans area, the water's safe. We're doing everything we can to try and mitigate this. And even if we do end up with a situation where we have salt water in our water system in New Orleans, that water can be used for multiple other uses, including fire protection and sewerage, which is obviously critically important. And we are going to make sure that folks have what they need as far as drinking water to get through this. We're a very resilient community. We've been through a lot together over the past probably 20 years at least with some of these disasters that we've seen in the New Orleans area. And we'll get through this as well.
So how would a federal emergency declaration help you and your teams in this situation?
Obviously, it brings to bear some of the federal response that we would need. We're clearly concerned about a shutdown at this point, but it would bring more federal players into this, more potential options and ideas about how to mitigate the salt water from reaching some of the larger water intake systems in this region. And it also opens up a certain amount of potential reimbursement because, quite frankly, some of these mitigation efforts are going to be expensive. It's not an easy proposition to get through this, but we're committed to doing that. The mayor's committed to doing that for New Orleans. And really, I want to say that this is a regional problem, and we are treating this as a region. We are all in this together. Our neighboring parishes or counties are all in this together. Some are already affected by this. We're providing water from our water system to those smaller counties, parishes next to us, and we'll continue to do that because we are. This truly, no one is escaping this in this area. We all have to fight this together.
Good point there. No one is escaping climate change. New Orleans Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness Director Colin Arnold, thank you.
Thank you, Lily.